After the Pope dies suddenly of a heart attack, the College of Cardinals locks themselves away in the Vatican for a secret papal conclave. Their mission? To elect a new pope. Cardinal Dean Thomas Lawrence is leading the process. But he's shocked when Archbishop Benitez of Kabul unexpectedly arrives. Benitez reveals that the late pope secretly made him a cardinal, though no one else knew. There are 4 top contenders for the papacy. Bellini, who shares the late pope's liberal views. Adeyemi, who is progressive on economic issues but conservative on social matters. Tremblay, a traditional conservative. And Tedesco, a hardliner who wants to undo the Second Vatican Council's efforts toward interfaith peace. Tedesco is openly racist and mistreats his assistants. Meanwhile, there's a quiet implication that both Tremblay and Adeyemi pushed the old pope too hard in his final days, possibly contributing to his death. Among the Church's liberal leaders, Bellini and Lawrence are seen as natural successors. Both publicly say they don't want the position, but for different reasons. Bellini clearly wants it, but thinks pretending not to will win support. Lawrence, however, genuinely doubts his faith and recently tried to resign as dean. Though he casts his vote for Bellini, Bellini senses that Lawrence is holding back full support. Before the first round of voting, Lawrence gives a passionate speech promoting diversity. Many cardinals see it as a campaign move. Even though conclave rules forbid outside contact, Lawrence secretly starts digging up dirt on the top candidates, convincing himself it's to protect the church. A close aide to the late pope informs Lawrence that the pope had fired Tremblay just before his death. Tremblay denies it and brings in a witness who defends him, but also references a suspicious report that vanished. The first vote ends with no one close to the 2/3 majority needed. Adeyemi takes a slight lead, while 5 votes go to Lawrence, which infuriates Bellini. With no strong liberal choice, the moderates rally behind Adeyemi. Desperate to block him, Bellini, who can't stand Adeyemi's homophobia, strikes a deal with Tremblay, agreeing to support him in return for a powerful Vatican post. Meanwhile, a shocking moment unfolds when a nun working in the conclave kitchen confronts Adeyemi in the cafeteria. Later, she tells Lawrence that she had a child with Adeyemi when she was 19 and he was 30. Lawrence confronts him, and Adeyemi confesses, begging for forgiveness. Lawrence keeps the secret, but rumors start spreading, damaging Adeyemi's chances. Adeyemi tells Lawrence he suspects the whole thing was a setup. The nun had just been transferred from Africa to the Vatican. Lawrence asks Sister Agnes, the head nun, and learns that Tremblay orchestrated the transfer. Lawrence tries to pressure Tremblay into dropping out, but Tremblay admits he sabotaged Adeyemi and accuses Lawrence of his own power games. Determined to stop Tremblay, Lawrence sneaks into the late pope's private quarters and finds proof that Tremblay bribed other cardinals. Bellini urges him to destroy the documents, but changes his mind and throws his support behind Lawrence. With help from Sister Agnes, Lawrence exposes Tremblay's corruption, eliminating him. Now only Lawrence and Tedesco remain. Then tragedy strikes. A suicide bombing in Rome kills 52 people and damages the Sistine Chapel. Tedesco blames Islamic extremists and calls for the church to go to war with Islam. Benitez, with years of experience working in Muslim countries, fires back. He says the church should look ahead, not cling to outdated traditions. He also scolds the cardinals for playing politics instead of focusing on their faith. The cardinals are moved, and Benitez is chosen as the new pope. Just before his election is announced, Lawrence receives explosive news. The late pope had once paid for Benitez to visit a gender reassignment clinic. If the truth got out, Benitez would have to resign. When Lawrence confronts him, Benitez reveals he is intersex, born with both male and female reproductive organs. He kept his female organs, saying, "I am as God made me." Lawrence chooses to stay silent, honoring the late pope's trust over his own ambition. As crowds outside celebrate Benitez's victory, Lawrence gazes out his window, reflecting on everything that just happened.